Submarine friends, update on the diesel electric submarine build. Today I am building a housing to hold the propeller shaft and to transfer the thrust into the hull. I cannot transfer the thrust from the propeller directly into the hydraulic motor because the hydraulic motors are not designed that way. So this is the propeller I'm using. I have about 5 propellers to choose from. And I want the largest one because I'm going to put an O-ring seal on the shaft, and I'm only allowed 1,500 feet per minute of shaft speed. So, I mean you measure the diameter of the shaft and the rotation, and you're allowed 1,500 feet per minute. So that's what I'm doing today. And so the way this is going to work is the motor is going to drive a hydraulic pump continuously, and it's going to drive electric generators, 2 of them. So on the surface, the submarine will travel with hydraulic power, and on the bottom of the lake, the submarine will travel on electric power. On the surface, I can travel hydraulic and electric. I'm doing this because of redundancy. Let's say I'm out in the middle of the lake and I'm only electric driven and I have a battery problem, I run out of battery power. I guess I could stop and charge the batteries, but if there was a problem, I would be dead in the water. So this way I have hydraulic drive as well. So let's say that the engine craps out, I still would have electric battery power, however much power is left in the batteries, plus I can carry a log splitter engine and pump with quick couplers. So I would just take the small 8 horsepower engine out of the storage bin in the submarine, put it up on the deck, run the hoses out, quick couple them to the system, and that would link me back to shore or back to my dock wherever I'm parked. So that's just a nice little feature. It's important to me to have all these redundancies. So people are asking me, what kind of drugs am I on? Why am I building a diesel electric submarine? Well, I'll tell you, this submarine, which is the type of submarine I've been building, I guess I should call it a submersible, it takes a crew. I can't just go out there and dive by myself. I need a crew of people, and I can't keep imposing on my friends to come out with me so I can go for a sub ride and they sit up on the surface board. So with this type of submarine, it can be parked at a dock. I simply go to the submarine at the dock, I jump in, doesn't matter what the weather is like, and I can go all by myself. I can load up my little doggy and we can go off for a submarine adventure. We can even stay overnight or a couple of nights if we want to on the submarine. So that's the big reason. Weather is always a factor. You always have to plan your sub trips based on weather when you use a submarine like that. So that's the motivation. I used to have a submarine. It was Necton Gamma. It was a 2-person submarine. Fantastic. I could cruise a mile each way, so I could do a 2-mile round trip, no problem on the battery power, but that was the limit. And it wasn't big enough that you could spend the night in it if you wanted to. So I really, really miss that submarine. Boy, that was great. But this will be one step further because I'll have, the only limitation to my range is how much fuel I carry. So I can carry a lot of fuel, so I can go pretty far. So that's what I'm doing. Diesel electric submarine, long range, don't need any help. Once it's in the water, I'm good to go. So today's project, machining. I love machining, so I better get at it. Ciao.